I'm James Finney, and here is your morning market brief. We first begin overseas with the major Asian Pacific markets trading modestly lower overnight. This following yesterday's rough sell-off. Japan's Nikkei 225 index falling roughly 1%, and China's Shanghai Composite that was basically flat. Meanwhile, in Europe, the markets were up modestly, and U.S. stock futures were pointing towards a higher open. After the bell, the Dow Jones right now on the upside, just a little more than 66 points. Now, an official release from the People's Bank of China said that the bank would guide interest rates to a reasonable range, and the markets, they were encouraged by those words. Meanwhile, details continue to emerge regarding the sudden ouster of Men's Warehouse founder George Zimmer. According to reports from Reuters, Zimmer has been clashing with his handpicked CEO for months. Meanwhile, in the United Kingdom, June retail sales figures that grew at its highest pace in 4 months. In the United States, durable goods orders grew by 3.6% in May, beating expectations calling for a 3% gain. Non-defense orders, excluding aircraft, that jumped 1.7%. And the new Case-Shiller Home Price Index, that's out home prices, they jumped roughly 12.1% year over year, beating expectations calling for a 10.6% gain. Month over month, prices climbed 1.7%, its fastest pace on record. And sales of new homes in May, that rose to its highest level since mid-2008, and purchases for the prior 3 months were all revised higher, therefore reflecting the continued resurgence of the U.S. housing market. And lastly, we had the consumer confidence report in June that managed to rise to a more than 5-year high. The index rose to 81.4 from 74.3 in May, marking its best level since January 2008.